Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel, and today what we're going to do is unbox and test the new ASUS RT AC59u version 2. Okay, and I believe the main difference of the version 1 from the version 2 is that the version 2 is already capable of AI mesh, which is the mesh capability of ASUS routers. So without further ado, let's try to unbox it. Okay, and we have here our cutter, and guys, this is actually a good one, which is the white version. I really like white colored router, and I purchased this by Lazada. They have their ASUS flagship store there, and this costs less than 4,000 pesos. And let's see what's inside. Okay, and there you go. We have here the manual. Okay, and we have here the VIP member warranty notice. We have here a different adapter for the power brick, and we have 3. And we have here the LAN cable, which is, I believe this should be at least Cat 5e. For this one is this one have a gigabit port on the back of its router. Okay, let's try to check it. Okay, first impression, I already have before my ASUS RT 1200G Plus, and that one is much heavier than this one, or I suppose that is much more expensive than this one, because that one costs before around 4,000 plus, and this one costs less than 4,000. But I think it's still a good quality. It's still plastic, and the port at the back of this one, you have on off power button, and the power plug, and you have a USB 2.0. For USB 2.0 you can use a USB drive or a 3G Wi-Fi device. And at the same time, here's your one port where you're going to input your LAN cable coming from your modem router or your modem, and you have 4 LAN port, which is, I believe, gigabit port. And there you go. And what we're going to do, guys, is actually test and configure this router. And there you go, there you have it. Okay guys, and before we start with the configuration of this ASUS RT59u, I'd just like to show you that the connection that I placed in this router, which is a LAN cable Cat6 coming from my main router, and the power cord from the ASUS router itself. And okay, let's try to connect to the Wi-Fi for this one, which I believe it is. Okay, refresh. Okay, and there you go. It is the ASUS C8, and I'm going to connect, and the password is located at the bottom of this router. Oh. Pin, which is with that. Okay, we're going to use the security key, which is hiking underscore 6963, and connect. Okay, and we're already connected to this one, and let's try to check our details, which is the default gateway. It's 192.168.50.1. It's 192.168.50.1. Oh, I forgot to turn on the lights. Okay, sorry. So it's 50.1, and okay, this is the login page, and the default password is admin, and let's try to change the password with a new one. Okay. Okay, and there you have it. This is the web interface of the ASUS router. And as you can see, there are a lot of information or features that we can change or do. Let's go to it one by one. We have the network map, which shows you the connected devices and if this internet status is already connected, which is, for me, it's already connected, even though I haven't changed the SSID and the password. And we have here the mesh capability. And for now, I won't be showing you the mesh capability for this one. It will be tackled on another video because it is a great feature for ASUS router. So, okay, and you can have your guest network. You can enable a 2.4 or 5 gigahertz network. And I believe you can also set their access time, and at the same time, I believe it should have, okay, so unlimited access time, and you have the bandwidth limiter on how much internet bandwidth are you allocating for this guest network. Okay, and aside from that one, we have the traffic manager. You can enable this one and have your QoS, upload and bandwidth. You can do a lot of things regarding traffic manager, and for the parental controls, you can enable this one as well, and set parental controls on this router for your kids. And for the USB application, there are AIDs, and as I have mentioned earlier, you can use your Wi-Fi dongle stick, and put it at the back of this router and make it work for this router. And media server, I haven't done that one. And for the wireless, you have here a lot of things that you can do, and radio setting, professional wireless MAC filter, a lot of things. This is just a highlight. We won't be tackling each of these. So try to look for the information that you're looking for. And for LAN, you can set the static IP address and subnet mask, and also if for the DHCP server, you can enable or disable the DHCP for this one. And routing, you can add, I believe this is for forwarding. Okay, and adding another route, which is, if you have a technical knowledge regarding networking, you'll be able to do a lot of things with this router. Okay, and for the one, these are the other information. Oh, there's already a NAT pass-through, which I believe is very useful for console games, but I won't be tackling that one as well. IPv6, you can enable or disable this one. VPN, you can set it as well. For the firewall, there are a lot of things in here as well. Inbound firewall rules, so you have a greater security for your home network. And for the administration, here you have system firmware upgrade. You can do a lot of things. Okay, and I believe I'm mentioning a lot of things, but basically these are the information that you can configure on your ASUS RT59U version 2. And I believe same goes with the version 1, but this one already have the AI mesh network, and I can set this to my mesh network. But right now, what we're going to do is we have already configured this one, and we're going to test the speed test as usual, and also play Mobile Legends as well later. Okay guys, and we're now going to do the baseline testing for the internet speed. Actually, a lot of you are commenting that you're not actually checking the capability of the router. Yes, I know that one, the router is capable of around AC5900, which is around 600 for the 2.4 and 800 to 900 plus Mbps transfer speed for the 5 GHz. So we're not actually doing that one because a lot of users are actually looking for a router that they will be able to access the internet on everywhere inside the house. Okay, and for the baseline testing, what we have here is the ASUS C8 2.4 GHz, and we label the 5 GHz frequency as 5 GHz. Okay, and go to the speed test. Okay, and this will be our baseline testing. Okay, it's in the middle of the day at around 3:30 in the afternoon, and my wife and kid is actually using the internet during this time, so our internet speed is not that great. It's just around 51 to download, and for the upload it is 71. Okay, that's for the baseline testing. And maybe let's try it again just to make sure. 51. Okay. Okay, and I believe we are only achieving around 50 plus, for it's already in the middle of the afternoon. A lot of users inside the house during this time. Okay, and okay, let's go to the roof deck. And for our new viewers or new subscribers, I would just like to show you that this house is concrete wall, have concrete wall all over the house, and thickness of the wall is around maybe 6 to 8 inches thick, and it's a solid wall. Okay, and for our second location testing will be on the roof deck. Oh, we are already low back. Okay, as you can see, this is our usual testing on the roof deck. And let's try to check if we are connected to ASUS C8 and test again. Okay, let's try to check. We are on ASUS C8. You are able to access the internet on the roof deck, and actually the signal or the coverage is good here. And there you go. And for now, we're going downstairs. Okay, remember our baseline is around 50 MB only, so maybe cut it in half or 40% or something. We are still able to access the internet on the roof deck. And okay, we're going downstairs for the ground floor testing. And as you can see, this is the wall or the door, and we're going at the back of the door or in front. And let's try to check if we're connected on ASUS C8, connected on ASUS C8, and test again. Okay, it's getting hot. Okay, and we're able to access the internet even on the ground floor as well. And for safety precaution, let's try to put some alcohol on my feet because we went out a while ago. And for the last part, testing is on the second floor, but on the bedroom. Okay, and there you have it. There is the router, and this is the bedroom, and there's a door. And we're moving here at the furthest part of the bedroom, and I think that is a thunderstorm, and going to test again. The door is closed. Wow, so we are having a good internet speed right now.
Hi.
Hello.
It's raining today.
It's still sunny, but it will rain.
Yes.
Okay, and maybe they stopped watching. So okay, Ate Claire stopped her YouTube. So we are able to pump up a good internet speed on this location. And let's go again on the baseline testing. If we will be able to achieve more since my daughter stopped watching YouTube. and test. That is actually weird, but actually it's a good thing that the further away we are, the better internet speed that we are able to acquire rather than from the baseline testing. Okay, and there you have it. Yeah, stop. Guys, I would just like to show you the difference of the 2.4 and 5 GHz speed test for this one. Right now, we're connected on the 2.4 GHz frequency for this one, and let's try to do a speed test again. Okay, and we got a good internet speed around 58, and for the upload it's around 72 something. Okay, that's okay, but I'm going to show you on the performance of this one on the 5 GHz frequency, which is the password is hiking underscore 6963. Okay, and connected. So right now we are connected on the 5 GHz frequency, and our internet speed a while ago is just 58, and show you the speed that we can get using the 5 GHz frequency. And there you have it. Okay guys, and for the baseline testing of Mobile Legends, we are on a single digit thing. As you can see, it's 5-6 ms, and we're going to go to the bedroom as well and try to check if we can have a good latency inside the room. And we're going to sit here. There is the door and it's closed, and right now our ping still around 5, 10, 13. Okay, we are jumping from not a lot of ping, but mostly on single digit, and it's still good. Not magic. And there you have it guys. And for the verdict for this router, let's take it one by one on what we have done earlier. The configuration. It is really easy to configure. Just plug a LAN cable coming from your main router or modem router and connect it to the one port of the new router. Then you'll be able to access the internet instantly. But of course, you need to configure some security measures like the changing the admin credentials, Wi-Fi SSID name, and the password. And you'll be able to access the internet. And for the second thing that we have done earlier is actual internet speed test on 4 locations. We have tested it on roof deck, baseline testing, ground floor, and on the bedroom. All 4 locations, we are able to access the internet without any issue. The internet speed is actually good, and I believe it is on par with the previous router that I have, which is the RT AC1200G Plus. That is actually less than 5,000 pesos, but more than 4,000 pesos from the time I purchased it. And this one only costs at around 3,600 pesos, and this one is much cheaper. But if you already have that kind of router before and you're intending to use just a single router at home, this will not be an upgrade for you. You can call this as an upgrade if you're going to set up a mesh system at your home on the future. Okay? But for the range, actually, it's almost the same. So don't buy this if you'll just be using one router at home. But if you're going to a mesh system, go for this one. It's actually good entry level for ASUS. I mean entry level, but the budget or the pricing, for some of us, it's not actually budget friendly. For the pricing of ASUS, I believe the entry level that they have is just less than 5,000 pesos, and for the mid-level router, they have 5,000 to 10,000 pesos, and their high-end router costs around 10,000 and above. That's my own perception on the pricing of ASUS. But ASUS actually is a good product, but it's much more expensive than the previous router that we have tested. Okay, and the second thing is Mobile Legends for gaming. Is it good for gaming? You have seen it. I have tried to game side by side. I got a single digit latency, and I move further away inside the bedroom at around 8 meters or something. I'm still able to get a decent latency, which is a single digit ping, and I believe the highest that I get is less than 20 latency, and actually it's a good gaming experience for me using this router as well. And what else? Okay, I believe those are just the things that we have done earlier. And for the questions, first question would be, is this considered an upgrade if you already have an ASUS 1200G Plus? No. As what I have mentioned earlier, if you'll be just using one router at home and you'll be replacing with this one, that will be not considered as an upgrade. For the range is almost the same with the 1200G Plus. And if you'll be using a multiple node or an AI mesh system, it is actually a good product. Okay? And the second question will be, is this a good gaming router? For me, actually, it's good gaming router as what you have seen and as what I have said earlier. Single digit latency, that is good. And one of the questions I usually receive is, can this router replace my internet service provider modem router? Guys, this is just a Wi-Fi router. You won't be able to replace your modem router at home because those modem router, the one that was provided by the internet service provider, have a modem capability, and most of the router or all of the router that we have tested is just a Wi-Fi router, and it's really hard to purchase a modem router on Lazada or online. I'm not really sure if there is, but I haven't done that for the Fiverr internet service provider that I have. And other questions, I think I can't recall all the other questions, but if you have questions, just comment below. I'll try to answer them as much as I can. And guys, please subscribe and hit that like button so we can create more content like this one, so we can try to check other router as well and help you decide if it's actually a good router or not. And thanks for watching, and have a great day and stay safe.